Hello, my name is Umair Rahman. I'm here to present my presentation on my research which is on investigation into the impact of globalization on SMEs. Sorry. So here is my declaration. So let's go to the next slide. So I would like to provide you with an overview of my research study titled "An Investigation into the Impact of Globalization on SMEs." In this presentation, I will reveal into the key focus and approach that underpin my research. The primary focus of this research study is to gain a comprehensive understanding of how globalization plays a mortal role in facilitating the expansion of small and medium size enterprise in the foreign market. Our achieving aim is shed light on how globalization create opportunities for SMEs to entire and thrive in foreign market, especially within the context of emerging economics. Throughout the course of this study, we conduct a critical analysis of impact of globalization SMEs in this dynamic emerging economy. We explored that ways in which globalization influence their strategies, operations, and our competitiveness. Furthermore, we delved into various market and entries strategies that SMEs employ with the venturing into foreign market. These strategies range from joint virtual and licensing to exploration of and foreign direct investment. And I would say an essential aspect of our research has been examining how globalization add in strengthening the supply chain management system of SMEs. This is critical in today interconnected global business landscape. We also place a spotlight on challenges that SMEs face as the negative complexities of economic globalization. Additionally, we have identified survival strategies that these enterprises employ to thrive the face of such challenges. As we progress through this presentation, I will dive deeper into this aspect, sharing key findings, insight, and implementation drawn from our research. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, now take a closer look at the approach we have employed to conduct this research study. The methodology and approaches or visual component of that ensure the quality and rigor of investigation. Let's go to the literature view. In this initial stage, we embarked on an extensive literature review. This involved a comprehensive analysis and evaluating of existing academic article, research paper, books, online resources, and other relevant publication within our research area. The purpose of this literature review was twofold. First, to build a solid foundation of knowledge in our subject area, and second, to identify any gaps in current understanding of our research topic. Once we identify these research gaps, we proceed to design a research approach tailored tailored to address them exactly. This research design was developed with a clear focus on the identified gap in a particular studies. We choose to conduct interview as the primary data collection method, aligning with the nature of research questions and objects. Mm, so data collection method. Our data collecting method was methodically and well structured. We opened it for a primary data collection approach, which involves directly gathering information from SMEs and relevant stockholders. This method was selected to ensure the reliability and relevance of the data we collected, aligning with our research questions and objectives. Next slide, the interpreting and conclusion. Following the data collection, perhaps we engaged in through process of data interpreting. We analyzed and synthesized the collected data to draw a meaningful insight and answer our research questions. This interpretation forms we found that the foundation of our conclusions. The conclusion drawn are firmly rooted in the evidence we have gathered throughout the research study. So as we proceed with this presentation, we will get a deeper insight into outcomes of our research and how they contribute to our understanding to the impact of globalization on SMEs. So let's go to the next slide. Introduce research topics and questions. Let's commence our journey into the heart of this research study, which is centered around the profound impact of globalization on small and medium-sized enterprise SMEs, like as the into to expand their operations into foreign market. Our research topic revolves around the prevalent question: how does globalization assist SMEs in their expression into foreign market? Their topic holds immensive relevances into the interconnected and rapidly evolving global business landscape. Research questions to negative complexity of this topic. We have formulated survival keys research questions, each aimed at unraveling critical facts of globalization, roles in SMEs' international growth. So the first one: what are the impact of globalization on SMEs, emerging economics? We seek to understand how globalization involves in the strategy, operations, and competitiveness of SMEs in this dynamic economy. So we will explore diverse approach SMEs take when really to informally trajectory. So these questions delve into essential element of that SMEs must considered as their negative and globalization marketplace. So the next question: how does globalization contribute to strengthening the supply chain management system of SMEs? So we will investigate how the impact how the interconnectedness facilitated by globalization impact on the supply chain operations of these enterprise. So what are the challenges faced by SMEs in terms of economic globalization, and what strategies do they employ to survive and they thrive in their economy? Well, this question forced on the complex and innovative solution that SMEs employ in their face of economic globalization. Throughout this presentation, we will explore each of these research questions in depth, sharing insight, findings, and implications drawn from our research study. By the end of this presentation, I trust you will have a deeper appreciation of for the intersection relationship between globalization and SME's international expansion. So let's move to the next slide, which is methodologies chosen. Well, in this section, I will walk you through the methodological choice we have made to conduct this research study, as they play a critical role in shaping the quality and reliability of our findings. Well, data collection method. Well, first and foremost, we have chosen to collect primary data for our studies. Well, primary data collection allows us to gather like first-hand insight and perspective directly from our source. To achieve this, we opened for a qualitative research approach. So, well, qualitative approach is well suited for producing contractual real-world knowledge about specific group of people. It is a flexible subjective approach that enables us to explore the inner intersection of our research topic. To collect qualitative data, we conduct interview with owners of different SMEs, like small business manage and medium sized businesses organizations. Our interview section, we are a virtual part of our data collection process. We develop a set of structured interview questions to elected valuable insight from our participant. We interviewed a total of 5 individuals whose age ranged from like 25 to 50 years. So structured questions, our interviews we structured are natural, each listing approximately 1.5 hour. This structure format ensured consistency across the interviews and allowed us to cover all the necessary topics. The interview we conducted based on a script set of questions. And for data analysis method, we employed content data analysis. This method involves systematically cataloging and interpreting the data collected during the interview. It allows us to identify recurring themes and patterns within the response. So lastly, we continually evaluated and justified our methodological choice thoughts that research process. This involves ensuring that our chosen method align with our research question objectives and overall research design. So as we delve deeper into the presentation, we will we will see how these methodological choice have influenced our findings and contribute to a richer understanding of the impact of globalization on SMEs. Well, let's move to the next. This is the first interviewee. Now let's delve in the data finding analysis and discussion, starting with the insight from interview one, who survived as the CEO of small scale construction company. So this is the first questionnaire. Let's understand the interview background. He holds the position of CEO and bright 8 years of experience in this role. So our interview first acknowledge the opportunities globalization bring to his organization at the international level. This includes expanding market access and the ability to tap into a global pool of skilled labor and sources. And furthermore, we recognize the positive impact of globalization on SMEs, highlighting expand market across the culture, the global talent, and cost effectively as key advantages. This enables organization to enter a new market with resource and to recruit experienced professionals from around the world. And regarding market strategies, interview one organized has to adopt to a joint virtual approach. These studies involves a research distribution where his organization contribute about like 51%, with two partners sharing the remaining 24 to 25. The primary purpose is to access resource, talent, and generate profit through collaboration. So these are I don't have this much time to explain everything of interviews. The next one is data finding. This is the second one. So let's move on to our second interview, who is the owner of manufacturing firm, specifically a furniture company. His valuable insight shed light on how globalization impact on SMEs. So, interview 2 provides us with context about his role. He is the owner of the furniture manufacturing company, and he has a rich background with 50 years of experience as a market manager in a private firm before establishing his own business. So he recognized that globalization creates opportunity for his organization to at the international level. The opportunity includes networking of business globalization across the world borders, and enabling expansion into foreign market technology adoption across capital and investment and revenue growth. So this is the positive impact of globalization. Survival, like you can say, survival, positive impact of globalization on SMEs, including learning opportunity, increased productivities, and provide improved revenue system, scalability, and insight into the market trend. So when it comes to market entry strategy, interviewing to adopt licensing in this strategy involves in licensing his intellectual property from companies, allowing them to produce and sell products. So and I have one more question is like this, the same is going on down. So I would to try to finish in 20 minutes. It's all but 20 minutes. So I have some down screen clipping. I didn't put with the differences, so I put in the last of the assignment. If you go down, so you can see there is screen clipping. It's better to put with the difference, but I put it under the assignment. And in the end I have E3 form, form EC3. So this is all my presentation. I tried to finish on my time. So thank you for